Hey everybody, and welcome to the video. This is Josh here, and today I'm going to be showing you my new desk setup. As most of you already know, I recently started working from home and recently moved into an apartment with a second bedroom that I have turned into my home office. Now I'm still working on some acoustic panels and organization and getting a few things set up for the office. I thought it would be fun to make a little video just to show you my desk setup, which is now pretty much complete. So I'm going to be going kind of item by item and explaining everything I have and why I have it and why I prefer to keep a nice minimal, clean, simple desk setup. So starting first off with the desk itself, this is a desk from World Market, but I was actually able to find it with a really good deal on Craigslist. It's always something I recommend for everybody, and that's going to be a big theme of my desk here. Check Craigslist for things, especially office supplies. You have businesses going out of business all the time and selling off all sorts of office items. I was able to pick one up for $100. I think new, it was normally $350. But this desk so far has been wonderful. It's nice and big for lots of good overhead shots and different things like that. I have lots of working space. Having that extra space and having that versatility is super important for me. You know, I use this for my photography business and my videography business and my YouTube channel. And I do product shots here and all sorts of different stuff. So it's just a very valuable piece of table real estate, and has a really nice look. It's got a few nicks and scratches in it, but I think it just adds to the character. And from there, the next big item is my chair. Now this is the Herman Miller Aeron chair. I know what you're thinking, this thing's crazy expensive. Again, Craigslist, Craigslist, Craigslist. I have wanted this chair for the last several years since I really started to take my work a little bit more seriously and was spending more time in front of the computer editing. I actually found this from someone that was moving out of the city and getting rid of everything. This is almost a $1,000 chair, I think. I'm honestly not really sure what the full cost is, but I was able to get it for just about $200 or $300 about 6 months ago. I can't remember exactly what I paid, but it was an incredible deal. Now granted, it took me about a year of stalking Craigslist to find a deal like this, but patience is always key if you're looking to get those premium products at a really big discount. So scour Craigslist if you're ever in need of chairs or desks or any of this big stuff that's inconvenient to move. It's also a little bit better for the environment. You know, I'm a big fan of recycling and reusing things whenever I can. So that is my desk, and this is my chair. Coming up from there, I have a few houseplants, and before you judge me too harsh, a couple of these have been having a difficult time transitioning into my apartment from the nursery, but they have been hanging on okay, been putting a little bit of extra care. This one right here is a prayer plant. I forgot the full name, but it's super, super cool. You know, it opens up nice and big like this during the day, but at night it will actually close up like it's prayer hands. So this has just been a really hardy, lush plant. And right next to it here, I have an asparagus fern that a couple of days ago took some sort of turn for the worse. It's gotten a little bit yellowed. Tried out new fertilizer. I'm not really sure what had happened, but it's still hanging in there for now. And then right here is my banana plant. It's actually a dwarf Cavendish plant. This thing is supposed to get up to 6 feet tall when it's fully mature, even though it's a dwarf plant. I'm a big fan of plants and just anything that's more relating to nature and bringing in that nature into your home and your space. You know, I don't like a lot of clutter and knickknacks and junk everywhere. As you can see, there's nothing else really in the rest of the room that you can't see either. But I love having, you know, the nice earth textures in the desk, and I love having the plants around. It's good for the air, it's good for me. Yeah, I just love it. Right here on this corner of the desk, I actually have two 8 terabyte external Western Digital drives. If you notice, I don't have any plugs plugged in. I'd rather have those nice clean lines when I can. These are mainly just archive drives for me. When I'm finished with a project, I'll toss it on here and just leave it be. So I'm only really accessing these once every week or every couple of weeks, so I'll just grab out the cable when I need it. In the meantime though, having them both together and nice, clean, simple look. And moving from there, I have a desk lamp right here. It lets out a really nice warm light. Just brings this nice warm cast compared to the cooler daylight. This was actually my wife's lamp from when she was a teenager. It just followed along with us. I think it has a really cool look and it works fine, so I've kept it for a number of years on my desk. And moving right next to that, I have Wolfie here. I recently picked up this cat perch with the window cling suctions, and he just absolutely loves it. He hangs out in here with me all day while I'm working, and he's just a really chilled out boy when he's here. But if you notice, this has a really nice scratchy texture, which he really likes. So far, so good with this thing. I'd highly recommend it. Wolfie loved it far more than I ever thought he would. And coming over to the desk for the last few items, I have my 2018 MacBook Pro. Now, I recently upgraded last year from my 2012 MacBook. That thing lasted me 6 great years, but since I had upgraded my camera last year, it just really wasn't able to keep up in the video editing. And so I finally pulled the trigger and upgraded to a newer model. This is the fully spec'd out version, just without the biggest hard drive. So far, it has been an amazing machine. I still plan on doing a review of some sort on this, but stay tuned for that. Links for all of this stuff will be in the description for anyone that's interested. Like I said, I know I thrifted a bunch of this stuff, but I'll be happy to share what the items are so you can look for it. If you notice, I didn't have any cables or wires or junk on top of the desk. I actually have a surge protector mounted underneath the desk here with just some double-sided 3M Velcro. And this is where I have all of the power for my lamp, my hard drives, and my computer. And then I have a little clamp here with my power cable for my MacBook. So this just runs around up here and then wires up nice and clean when I'm not using it. But yeah, so that is gonna be it for the tour. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. Nice and clean and simple and minimal. I don't really have any big plans to change anything on here for the foreseeable future. Eventually, I would like to get a little bit of a bigger monitor maybe to plug this in, but I'm not really concerned about it. This has been working very well for me so far, and like I said, I love having all of this extra space to work with on my desk. And before the minimalist police come out and get me, this desk is mainly minimal in design. I think it's pretty minimal in function as well. You know, I've been a big fan of minimalism as an art form since back when I went to college for graphic design, long before it was the big trendy thing that everyone gets so triggered about nowadays. So cool your jets before you type that angry comment out. I don't even necessarily consider myself a minimalist, but I like to use minimalism as a tool in my life to improve things. So that's what it is to me. I don't care what anyone else thinks about it. But I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. What do you think of the setup? What does your setup look like? I will be updating you guys with probably a full office tour of some sort once I get that up and running. Like I said, I'm waiting on a couple of shipments for acoustic panels and different things. Hopefully the audio sounds okay right now. But once I get all of that set up, I'll be making another full video for the rest of the room. But essentially right now, this is it. So this is the whole room as it stands right now. Hope you enjoyed this though. Links to everything I talked about will be in the description down below. But until next time, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.